the MPL Philippines playoffs.
I'm gonna have to correct myself again, as that is actually based on the lineup that we saw. Let's wait for confirmation. Seems like Rebo's gonna be playing the Khalid, and it is Flapteasy playing the Uranus, so they're gonna be switching things up with who plays what. Is Bren Esports going straight for a purple side invade just to disrupt the farm there of KLVJ. Now they're just showing up here.
Well, you talked about flexibility in Bren Esports. They pull out Rebo with a Khalid, and we have to just mention on how different a Chang'e playstyle is from a playstyle that just goes in continuously with the Khalid. And sometimes for a lot of players it messes up on how they lane, but Rebo looks to be very comfortable with immediately just rotating to another type of playstyle, and this is where you know the GOAT is indeed the greatest of all time here.
Yeah, and Kelra, a rookie this season, that's going to be a difficult matchup for him. Not just because he's up against Revo, but he's up against a Khalid that has a high potential to bully out the Lunox early on. Let's see how he'll be able to deal with that. Mid lane, Etamax and Few. Top side, it's Renzio versus Flapteasy. It's the Glue and the Uranus, and they're going to be, for me, I don't know for you, but they're going to be my X factors in this matchup with how they're going to be rotating and handling the map. It'll be the classic question for XP laners. Am I going to split my lane, or am I going to help roam and fight?
The answer for the easy answer for the Glue is just, I'm gonna split and grab anybody. Look at the damage coming in from Rebo. Might be in trouble though.
Might be, but KLVJ and Chaknu could not get Rebo in time. Forced to use the flicker out though, so they should be happy enough with that. As Few and Flapteasy, they're gonna be cutting the wave of that Glue. And let's see here in the middle lane, a bit of action. Lusty, a bit of a knock up there onto KLVJ. Not much. There's not gonna be a lot of follow up, but coming in from the back, here comes Flapteasy and Few going around, circling Eagle, lands onto KLVJ. No, it doesn't. Tempest Blade just in time. Let's see if we'll be able to deal enough damage to disrupt this Uranus.
Too deep.
Take a lot of damage, a little bit too deep, but Bren Esports are going to be there to help him. It is a Uranus after all. He'll be able to heal up, reset. Not for Bren though, as they have their eyes set on the turn.
Turtle already half HP here. Renzio looks to be the next target. KarlTzy will be focusing on the Turtle instead. Will there be a steal?
Excretion might just be able to, but no, Bren Esports are going to be able to secure it. And just like that, Excretion says, deuces, peace out. We don't need to take another fight here.
Yeah, after they took down the Turtle, they will just like, you know what, we'll peace out. We'll just reset afterwards, because why fight when there's no objectives to fight for? And Lusty, he does find Kelra, an immediate order brilliance here, just to dodge the kick, a flicker as well, and a darkness just to make sure. You know what? Never hurts to be safe, am I right?
Yeah, better to be safe than sorry. At least Kelra didn't give up a kill there, but again, we're seeing here the problems of the Khalid versus Lunox matchup. It's going to be difficult to really go up against, so again, it's going to be a really tough matchup for Kelra, and we are seeing that as Bren Esports are playing a lot of pressure. Bottom side, actually, again, just like earlier, equal opportunity everywhere. They're just applying pressure equally everywhere. Lusty trying to pressure KLVJ out of his purple buff. Lusty might pay the price though. Rebo committed. Rebo coming in with a Raging Sandstorm to force back the members of Excretion to stop the chase.
And that was a good ultimate coming in from Rebo just to make sure that Lusty would survive. And I love how it's just the perfect amount of circles where the range is more than enough to cover almost the entirety of the Tempest of Blades. Allows you to just really deny the Ling from getting swords or dashing in and out of fights. So this Khalid pick, definitely one of the few picks that slightly counters the Tempest of Blades. But looks like Bren Esports, they're going to invest 3 people here in the mid lane. And Chaknu just waiting the perfect opportunity to get a setup, because we haven't seen them yet. Still no kills on the board 4 minutes in.
Both teams playing real cautiously now. Of course, Excretion, you understand why they would want to play with a lot of caution. They do not want to go 2-0 against Bren Esports here in the lower bracket. And let's see what are we going to be fighting here. Rebo is the one who gets spotted out here. Excretion says, you've been bullying out our Lunox for far too long. We're going to take you out. So that should be breathing room now for Keller to farm up a little bit more. But Bren Esports, just like that, will be making a beeline for the turtle to take it. Excretion showed their abilities and their hands when they took down Rebo. So Bren knows that Excretion will not be able to contest this. FlapTZ doing an amazing job as well of stopping E2Max and KelVJ from getting anywhere near the turtle, stopping the Excretion possibility of stealing it away.
This is the classic Bren Esports rotation where even if they don't get kills, they're gonna get turtles all around. Again, they are the top team with the most turtles secured per game in the regular season. And last game alone in this best of 5 series, they were able to secure all of the turtles in the last game. And right now, it's not different at all. 2 turtles out there in this game, and they've gotten both of them.
Chaknu, there goes the Fatal Links onto Rebo, but Rebo healing through it. Lusty kicks KelVJ, forces Tempest Ablaze, but he is going to be going, nope, he's going to be going out of here, but not going down. KelVJ able to escape with just an inch of his life. Excretion split pushing the middle lane, E2Max applying the pressure, but here comes Lusty. Let's see if he'll be able to kick back E2Max. E2Max gets knocked up and finished off by KarlTZ.
Lusty knew he did something, had to pull out the sticker, cancel a lot of things for Excretion there, and Lusty still seems to be on fire, just like in game 1, and Chaknu looks to be next here.
Chaknu taking a lot of damage right now. FlapTZ just, wow, diving the tower all the way to tier 3 to take down the Atlas. That is bully ML right now. That's how you body someone away from a fight. And this Uranus pick on FlapTZ showing us why it was undefeated going into the playoffs 5-0. Bottom turret gets destroyed on the side of Excretion. Bren Esports are looking to have another dominant game, just like in game number 1.
If there's one thing you would use to describe FlapTZ on this pick right now, it's calculated bravery. They always go in on the correct times, and it always feels like it's a little bit too risky, but it's a risk that FlapTZ knows that he could take, and not a lot of players are talented enough to figure out those risks.
Yeah, it's the belief in his own ability kit as well. That I'm Uranus, man. I got my Consecration. I can heal through things. I have good regen, good shield as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not gonna be scared. And now Excretion should be feeling a little bit of fear now as Bren Esports are on their way to taking another turtle in this game.
And this is just one of the few win conditions that Bren Esports has. The Claude jungle is known to be lethal in the late game. But how do you reach a late game in a fast manner? Again, just farm up well. FlapTZ in front of 3 people. I feel like that's too risky.
Yeah, too risky there and way too much damage. But Excretion used a lot of abilities to take down that Uranus. Few gets stunned up, but Excretion, that's all they're going to be getting. It's going to be a shutdown, though, on that Uranus, so just a small win for Excretion, and if they can find more things like that, though, they should be able to find a way to come back.
8 minutes in, though, we're not seeing a big lead, but this is very similar in how the gold trend was in game number 1. Around 8 minutes, we are seeing Bren Esports with a 4K gold lead against Excretion. They haven't been able to recover a lot of things that KarlTZ and the others have taken down away from them. It looks like this is going to be another fight.
Oh, blazing duet, Tempest of Blade, so many circles, so many ultimates, and that in the end is going to be KarlTZ going down. Excretion are going to be taking this fight, but Bren Esports says, you know what, we're going to find out as well. Fatal Links, 2-man, Lusty and Rebo eat the brunt of it. That's going to be 2 members of Bren Esports, and Renzo going after another one. Lusty with a knockout, FlapTZ with an interception, Few is there with a guiding wind as well to make sure Lusty gets away. Excretion found another win, and little by little, we are feeling a potential comeback. E2Max goes in, eats up the tower damage. Few and FlapTZ will not be able to defend the mid tower. Meanwhile, KelVJ is splitting up top.
And just like that, the 4K gold lead immediately cut down to 400. A 4,000 gold differential gone in less than a minute, and this is Excretion for you. Excretion, when they find an opportunity to just go for a big team fight, this is it. It's the key to victory. Chuck down KarlTZ, and Chaknu definitely chucked him down, but I just have to clear it out. Rencio was the one who actually got KarlTZ in that fight.
Yeah, but it was the Fatal Links, the counterplay. It was just a well-calculated team fight there by Excretion. on the back of the Fatal Links. Renjo as well being able to take down Carl TZ. Kelra was there as well. E2max, just let's see if Chakno can get another Fatal Links here. He is searching for the key targets, but for Chakno, it's Carl TZ or no one. I'm looking for Carl.
Well, they have to look for Carl. If it isn't Carl, then there's literally nobody else in Bren Esports that's worth it to just throw all of your ultimates in, because if you throw your ultimates into anybody else, Carl TZ will just smile at you knowing that he could decimate everyone.
A game of chicken for the Lord as Bren Esports are going to try to secure this themselves. They have their eyes set and potentially resetting it if needed. If the members of Excretion get close, KelVJ is there. Carl TZ looking to reset the Lord. Flat TZ taking a fair amount of damage, but he heals through it with the Consecration.
Oh no,
that's going to be Lusty. Spotted out by KelVJ.
Lusty.
Few as well. And now
one more
Lusty,
hit.
one more hit. He holds on and he survives. Bren
Flame
Esports
shot.
lose their tank. No flame shot going to be coming out here. Excretion, or E2max tried to use a flame shot. Couldn't get it. Excretion stopping Bren Esports from taking that turtle and for that Lord, and Bren Esports was close.
Yeah, that's true love for Bren Esports there, making sure that the flame shot will be intercepted for the side of Carl TZ there. KelVJ is going to start the purple buff once again. We are entering the 11th minute mark. That means one more minute and we will see a Luminous Lord. I feel like they won't be fighting over this Lord until that Luminous Lord spawns. But that's going to be a minute from now, and a minute here is very long. One more kill could just turn the tides of battle here, because we are looking at an almost dead even game for the side of Excretion and Bren Esports.
And that's gonna be Rebo, spotted out with the members of Excretion. They know better than to commit way too much than trying to take down a Khalid without any information as to where the Claude is. And now they're both just jockeying for a position around the Lord. Bottom lane now has to be watched out here by Excretion as Flap TZ is pulling off a menacing split push in that lane. Chakno trying to find a target. Both teams just biding their time, looking for an opportunity. Carl TZ will reset this. He will be able to, and he does. Of course, the threat of Excretion just way too close. Excretion will not pull the trigger onto anything. It's again in the bottom lane. One of the key pieces in this lineup, the glue. Way too preoccupied trying to deal with that Uranus.
Well, the Ling versus the Uranus, if ever they go for a 1v1, I feel like it's just going to take so long for the Ling to try and take down the Uranus, and I honestly feel like that he can. The Uranus might even be more than enough to take him down in a 1v1 scenario. Yep. And right now, Flap TZ definitely untouchable. The only thing that could kill Flap TZ right now is one, turrets, second, a 3-man unit. And Flap TZ, he knows it. He's gonna soak up a lot of pressure in this XP lane, but Renzo's gonna do the same. He knows for a fact that he is starting to be untouchable with this glue, and they're just gonna cash that in for now. This game in general is very different in Game 1 if you look at Game 1. The kills are very low. We are entering the 13th minute mark, and we're still at 6 kills.
Yeah, KelVJ on the way to Berserker's Fury. Meanwhile, Carl TZ is on the way to building that Athena shield to help him survive the magic damage from the Kagura and the Lunox. A bit of a skirmish there, but no one committing. Again, you just mentioned it, a low kill game, but every kill that we've gotten felt like it had a lot of consequence, because it's always led into numerous towers getting pushed down, an objective being taken. Speaking of objective, Lord again being started out here by Carl TZ. I think there's going to be another reset play. They're just trying to force an answer out of Excretion to do something. He already has the Athena shield as well, so he should be able to survive a fair bit of damage from the Lunox and the Kagura.
Yeah, but the Khalid is really far away. If they're not able to find this Lusty,
they didn't reset it. The Lord is still up. Excretion will be taking this fight. That's going to be Lusty going down, and the Lord's still going into the hands of Carl TZ. Blazing duet. Kelra forced back. KelVJ getting chased down. He's trying to get away. He will be able to, and in the end, despite losing Lusty, Bren Esports win that Lord. They almost got a kill. Let's see if Excretion, no, they do not fight out or try to find any other opening. They know they've lost that. There's the Lord marching down bottom, so it's gonna be a defense.
Well, Lusty as the sacrificial lamb for this Lord take. Look at how brave Bren Esports is right now. They're literally trying to tempt Excretion to go for a 4v5. They know for a fact that Lusty's still inside the base, but they're going in anyway.
That's going to be Flapteasy again chasing after the back line. The signature disruptive play of Flap, disrupting the back line of Excretion as they desperately try to defend this bottom lane to stop that inhibitor from going down. Lord charging up and says, yeah, boom, lands right onto it. I don't know why I added the sound effects.
I love it.
Thank you. Excretion now trying to hold on. The knock up there by Lusty. That's a whole team knock up. That's an opening Jack new counter. Fatal Links. He'll be able to get away from this with a blazing duet. Burst down the member of Excretion. Renju, KelVJ really low despite the damage coming out from the Lunox. Let's see. Look at that. How far did Renju get brought?
Karteezy, he's low.
Karteezy is low. So many things are happening in this fight. Jack new spacing out for Excretion here. Lusty and Few, no one going down except for the turrets. Bren should be happy for that as they have their eyes set on the third.
Imagine fighting for 1 minute and only one casualty.
Oh,
make that too.
That's Lusty taking out Etamax with the way of the dragon. Lusty trying to hold on. He eventually goes down, but Rebo with the raging sandstorm. Let's see if that'll be enough to take down that top tower. It is. Flapteasy completing the mission. Renjo is going to get taken down after getting knocked back by the circling eagle from Few. Kelra should be up next, but Kelra's way too close to base. He should be able to go back and heal. Now they're going to be trying to hold on. They're going to try to hold on and defend this base. That's going to be the Courage Mask picked up here by Chaknu. Should provide a little bit more for Excretion. They're trying to clear up the minion waves. Bren Esports are trying to clean it up as well so that their minions can go closer. Rebo taking a lot of damage. Kelra already using the ultimate, using it on Flapteasy. Furious Assault. The flame shot from Kelra lands and takes out Few.
Oh, that is the blazing duet. He's going to go in, and no kills just yet. That's going to be the ultimate forced out of Kelra here, and they will be able to survive that. What a long fight once again, Reptar. They've been fighting for minutes long for the past few minutes, and almost always, only one or two goes down. It has been a long dance, and the base is now exposed for Excretion.
It's one of those days that I'm incredibly thankful that past me doubled on the mouthwash this morning, because that was a mouthful, a spitful of a fight there by Excretion and Bren. Do you think Excretion still has a capability to make a comeback here? I mean, the gold isn't that far.
Yeah, it's just a 4K gold lead. One big mistake coming in from Bren Esports. Watch JP it. Chaknu already low in HP.
And he's trying to get away from there, but Lusty knocks him up. He's stopping it. KelVJ, the rest of Excretion, uses the Fatal Links for the counterplay. Excretion are going to be looking for their opening. That's going to be a knockback by the flame shot. Renjo with a split. Here comes the blazing duet. Renjo taking a lot of damage, but he's still alive. Few locked in on Etamax. The rest of Bren locked in on Etamax.
Oh, circling
eagle lands! And that is Bren Force 1 landing onto Etamax. Kaimura goes down, but Karteezy goes down. Chakna going after Flapteasy, but Flapteasy is going to be able to get away. Meanwhile, the middle lane, that's going to be KelVJ running away from Rebo, Few, and Lusty. Non-stop action here in game number 2 of the lower bracket semifinals between Bren Esports and Excretion. The battle of the besties, as both teams are boasting their best performances.
5-8 is our kill score. 17 minutes inside this game. 25 seconds on Karteezy means they have no access to the retribution. If Excretion were to start the Lord right now, they will be having no contest against Bren Esports. 15 seconds on Karteezy. This is more than enough for Excretion to start this Lord. But Bren Esports, they're going to try to stall this as much as possible. Look at the minion waves, though. This might just be dangerous.
Oh, Fatal Links! That's a mega kill for the lane. Flapteasy goes down in the bottom lane. Etamax is defending the base of Excretion, but in this fight, there's going to be KelVJ taking a lot of damage, as well as Chaknu. And let's see if who's going to be able to hold on here. Kelra and K and K go down. Those are a lot of damage dealers out from Excretion. The tank is out as well, and it's only Etamax and Renjo left to try and hold on for Excretion, as Bren Esports will have their eyes set on taking a free Lord.
Almost a free Lord for Excretion, but because of the minion waves, Etamax was forced to defend, and it was already a 4v4 for Bren Esports and Excretion. The damage was not enough coming in from Excretion, considering that the Kagura was inside the base. And after that they lost the fight. Karteezy was already up. A lot of casualties on the side of Excretion. Now a free Lord in the hands of Bren Esports, as their gold lead still is maintained at 3K, but all of which Excretion is still exposed. The Lord marching in. They might not even just wait for it.
Let's see what Bren are gonna do, as the members of Excretion will be back in time for the defense. Minion waves crashing in. Lord being waited out here by Bren Esports to respond. They're going to be cutting out the waves before they can even leave or get to the middle part of the river. Here comes the Lord, as Excretion might try to pull off their last-ditch defense here for this second game.
Well, if Excretion fans believe in the Exis shot, this is the Exis shot that they need to take. One miracle setup coming in from Chakdu might change it all, but Bren Esports, 3 waves crashing in, the Lord down mid lane.
Let's see if Excretion will be able to hold on here. Bren Esports managing the waves really well. Renjo taking a fair amount of damage here. He did pick up the immortality earlier, so he will be able to come back if ever. Chaknu looking for the setup. He will not be able to land the Fatal Links, but Lusty finds KelVJ. KelVJ versus Lusty up there, but Bren Esports focusing on the base down there, and now Rebo picked up the Blade of Despair. Gonna be more damage coming out of this Khalid. Flap TZ cannot be taken down here by Excretion. Excretion are trying to hold on though. Bren Esports have the waves, another set of waves, and another chance to end the game. Excretion still has a chance to defend this base, and let's see if they'll be able to. Rebo taking a fair bit amount of damage. Flame shot misses. That's gonna be a heal. Tempest of Blades knock up, but that's gonna be the stun. KelVJ taking a lot of damage.
One more hit
down, and he gets taken out by Flap TZ. That's 5 versus 4. Excretion trying to defend this at their core, and now Renjo gets knocked back. The kick by Lusty.
There's no minions.
To the entry. Fatal Links. Not enough damage. Too much sustain. But however, Kelra says no. I'm taking down few. Renjo. Carl TZ really low. Carl TZ able to be MI out. Kelra though distracted by Flap. Flap trying to take him down. Flap does take him down. Rebo and Flap, the side laners, are left here. Carl TZ is here as well as Lusty. Renjo trying to hold on for dear life here along with Chaknu and E2X. Lusty, Rebo, and Flap. Let's see if they can make anything substantial out of this. They're really just pulling Excretion in. He's gonna go in. One big blazing duet can change it here, Uomi.
Here we go. Not yet done. The base, he might be going in next. The Raging Sandstorm won't land for now. Chaknu already low HP. E2X gonna go for a play.
Carl TZ takes a lot of damage there. The Umbrella gets tossed out. They're knocked up there by Lusty, but because Carl TZ took a lot of damage, he won't be able to follow up. Fatal Links, bringing back Lusty, bringing back Rebo. Lusty goes down. Rebo goes down. And Bren Esports lose too. But here comes Carl TZ with the blazing duet. KelVJ and the rest of Excretion take a lot of damage, but Carl TZ is holding on. TZ Brothers holding on. They cannot go for the miracle end game play, but they almost did, but they're forced to go back.
Excretion defending for a long minute there. Might just be 2 minutes of pure defense coming in from Excretion. A 5k gold lead just in for Bren Esports. They can't quite close this game, and the Lord will be up on 30 seconds from now. A lot of the lanes are still pushed in the favor of Bren Esports. The base is exposed, yes, but they have the power to contest this. Excretion, as long as they don't die before this Lord comes up, they could contest it against Bren Esports. If they're able to secure it against Bren Esports, it might just be a turnaround play, but they're not gonna wait. They're gonna go in for a fight instead.
That's gonna be the middle turret getting taken down there by Excretion, as Flap TZ is gonna be forced back, as that is darkening, empowered on that Lunox. Flap TZ and Carl TZ. TZ Brothers close to the action as well as Few. Flap TZ really just not afraid to continue taking this fight. Few takes a fair amount of damage there. Flame Shot almost taking him down. Blazing Duet only onto Renzo, so Renzo survives. And now Flap TZ taking a lot as well. Meanwhile, the back line, it's a split, it's a fight everywhere. KelVJ going straight into the back line there, able to take out Flap TZ. A knock up there by Lusty, but not a lot of follow-ups here for Bren Esports. And now in the back, Kelra gets taken out by Rebo and Carl TZ. Chaknu trying to save him, but he was there too late. Fights everywhere. They just won't stop, but Chaknu is going to be able to use the second skill to get out of there. The battle of the besties. Man, it's just, after we got a low kill game, it is still a low kill game.
But this is a high pressure game.
Exactly.
Every kill counts so much, and Rebo just might go down here in a 3v1 scenario. That's 70 seconds out for Rebo. TikTok timer's already online here in this game number 2. 78k to 78k is our gold score, and it is equalized. Excretion, after defending for the longest time in this series, finally is at an even gold score against the M2 World Champions, and now they might even turn this around. The Lord is up. If Excretion is able to secure this against Bren Esports, then this just might be the exit shot that they need to take.
Chaknu picking up the blade armor there should mean that a little bit more damage is going to be reflected back to Carl Easy. It won't be that big of a damage, but it will still be something there. As the Queen's Wings gets picked up by KelVJ, should help him with sustaining himself in fights a little bit longer. As both teams right now are playing chicken for the Lord, despite the 9-3 tower lead by Bren Esports. Excretion, man, they are holding on and fighting.
Yep, and not just fighting, they're now ahead by 1k gold, but all of them have already secured all the items that they need. That's one big swing from the Lord. A stun landing on Lusty, but that's the kickback.
As Kelra uses the ultimate to try and take down Lusty, Lusty forced to use the immortality. It has already been popped, so they're going to be going after the attack of Bren Esports, but KelVJ and Regio will not be able to take him down. Excretion have a bit of an advantage here as Bren Esports do not have their tank. They have their secondary tank though. They have the Uranus still with them alive. Regio now forced to use the flicker already really early there because of the pressure that Bren Esports was showing him. Lusty will be back in action, but again, remember, no immortality for Lusty. Thunderbelt just picked up, or was already picked up earlier by KelVJ. They're swapping items around. Bren Esports have brought down the Lord to 50%.
The minion waves
just yet. Minion waves at the bottom lane. KelVJ will be forced to go back. It'll be really tough for Excretion to try and take down this Lord. They know KelVJ is trying to defend the bottom minion wave. It'll take a miracle for Excretion to steal this Lord. Let's see if they can. They're going in, they're throwing bodies, but in the end, it goes to the hands of Bren Esports. It goes to Rebo as E2Max and Kelra fall. Renjo trying to hold on as well as Chaknu. Cyclone Eye, Rebo, bang, secures the kill onto the glue, and it's just KelVJ and Chaknu to hold on for Excretion.
3 people down for Excretion. This is a 5v3 scenario with the Lord marching down for the side of Bren Esports. They might just go for the base immediately here. Gonna clear out the first wave of minions coming in. This is it. They're gonna go for the base. Let's see if they go for the miracle setup.
And look at that, Excretion will try and do everything they can to defend.